Greetings, Moralis Money Pro users and newcomers to our wonderful Moralis Money suite of products. Here we are today exploring new live coins live with you on the Moralis Money channel. I'm joined today by one of our other researchers, Coke, and I'm going to bring him on stage in just a second. He spends more time with Moralis Money each and every day than anybody I've ever met. So he's going to show us some of his tricks and tips on getting started. Today's going to be a bit more of an introduction course as we go through the basics of Moralis Money. And in later videos in this series, we're going to turn it into a bit more of a master class while we get into more of the advanced strategies and techniques. That said, my name's Phil, your head of research at Moralis, and I'm delighted to be here with you today. Coke, why don't you join us on stage? How are you doing today?
Thank you, Phil. Thank you. I'm doing good. And welcome, Moralis Money viewers.
Yes, yes. Big welcome to everybody who's joining us right now. I know this is a bit of surprise. We didn't promote it that much ahead of time, but if you're here, that means that you're part of our special group joining us today. Now, that said, if you are here, hit the like and subscribe so that you'll get notified about future videos, and make sure to smash that bell button as well. Coke, let's get into Moralis Money and start looking at the coins here today. So here we've got our regular bubble breakdown. I'm going to let Coke take it from here and talk a little bit about this before we get into our Explorer tool and start looking at some live coins here today.
Yeah, thank you. So, Phil, this is, as you know, our landing page, and here we can see a nice visual representation of daily market moves, what coins have been pumped and what coins have been dumped. So, it's really nice to have the feel about market, what's going on in today.
Absolutely. So that nice exhaustive overview, you guys will notice that we've incorporated hex in there now. So we have an effort here to show a more exhaustive view of everything that's going on in the market as soon as you wake up in the morning. A lot of us check this right when we get going just to see, is it a red market day or is it a green market day? But of course, when we're using Moralis Money, we're here to do more than just look at the current state of the top 100 coins. We're looking for new actionable assets that are maybe a bit deeper in the market or harder to find. Coke, can you show us some ways that we can start to explore some of these other coins using Moralis Money, maybe some that aren't showing up on this first page here?
Exactly. As you know, let's dive right into the Moralis Money Token Explorer. And Moralis Money is most advanced on-chain data analytics tool that you have on the market right now. And it's a great way to discover new coins in different networks uh, and find gems before they bump and find gems before everybody else has noticed, because we have all kinds of tools. We can use alerts, and we can keep the eye on the market all the time.
Absolutely. And so, what we're about to show here, folks, is the ways that we can break down the different tokens that are available for trade or investment within the different crypto networks. Now, Coke, if you can pull that pull down menu there where it says Ethereum, I just want to give these folks a quick look at the different networks we're currently supporting. And then I believe we're going to execute our first strategy here on Ethereum. Am I correct?
Exactly, you're
All
correct.
right.
So as you can see, besides Ethereum, we have Binance, Polygon, Arbitrum, Phantom, Optimism, and Pulse Chain. But at the moment, we will stick with Ethereum since it is most widely used and there's the most action there. But of course, if you have plenty of time to play with the tool, make sure to check out the other protocols as well, because those coins that are on the other protocol may be slipped through the cracks by other people, and that's how you will get a market advantage already with this tool. And let's dive right into it. Filters. As you know, Phil, you use Moralis Money as well. We have different types of filters, and we have different categories for them. And some filters are security related, some are more about coin age, and some filters are raw data from the blockchain. So you will get notified as soon as something changes.
So, what filters are we starting with today, then, Coke?
Yeah, most common filter that I should see most popular is the coinage, and let's build here the most basic strategy that we can build. And this is going to be a nice strategy that keeps you coming, keeps you coming to use Moralis money every day, and it makes sure that you wanna come see and what's popping up new. So we use coinage filter, and we use less than, and let's put in 2 days, for example. The simple reason why we put in 2 days is that maybe sometimes you will come in the morning, sometimes you come in the later in the day. So if you have 2 days, you make sure that you don't miss any coins that's going to be minted on the blockchain. And
Now,
let's
this
run
is
the
a great
query.
filter to start with, folks, because even if you're checking out the free features of Moralis Money, you're still going to be able to use that coinage filter right off the bat. As we get going, we're going to start to get into some of the more advanced filters and in more advanced features of the product. To use those, you're going to need to be part of our pro plan. But I do encourage you to take a look at what you can do with the free plan while following along as well. Back to you, Coke.
Yeah. And like we see, we have bunch of coins because there's a lots of coins minted in last 2 days, but we have to make our life easier. We don't want to go through all the coins, all the memes, and everything that you can see is minted in the blockchain, on the blockchain. So let's have just a basic filter. It's text tool, so our partner security score, and we are going to use this security score because it's a little bit more relaxed. And imagine if you come in and you see the new tokens, they don't have so much. They haven't gone through the audit system, automated audit system, and rating system. So you wanna use just one, so it eliminates obvious scams and all this fluff that's on the blockchain, and it's relaxed enough, but it will at least delete a couple of coins.
So, if I
And
understand correctly here, Coke, what we've done is removed any coins which have a zero score according to Dex tools. Now, in a little bit, I know we're going to take a look at our advanced security score too, which gives even better insights into what's going on with a coin. However, even just using that Dex tool score, a free parameter that you can access right now, you can still remove some of the most heinous scams from your search parameters. So I just wanted to give some clarity there, Coke, while you keep going.
yeah, thank you. Excellent, excellent. And yeah, as I mentioned, since the coinage is only less than 2, it makes sense to use a really relaxed system. Otherwise, there's no coins will show up. And now we have already a bunch of coins here. Uh, as you see, more coins have logos than before. So the listing here is already more refined. And on the top here, we can see different data points that you can use to select coins for your liking as well. And make sure that you can grab those tools, I mean those columns here, and you set it up everything like you like. And I think let's see what is the most bought by pressure today, and see what's coming up. Let's put it
So
on
when
the
we're looking at
left.
buy pressure, as I understand it, Coke, and correct me if I'm wrong here, that buy pressure figure can be either positive or negative. And when we see that it's positive, that means that people are buying the token, right? But if it's negative, that means there's more that's being sold than being bought. Am I interpreting that correctly?
Yeah, exactly. That's correct.
Perfect.
And again, why we want to sort, for example, by pressure or by experienced net buyers is that it will push up the coins that have been seen most traction today. And why it's good, it means that again we will be presented the better coins, not the coins that are down in the dumps. So with buy pressure, we have this nice list now going. And usually, what I like to do is do a visual scan of coins, because we have a data point and we have list of coins, and somehow we have to separate good coins from the bad coins. And the visual way, by the logo and by the name. If you imagine and you were trying to find nice coins, you should think about projects as a brand. For example, Link, Ave, and all types of those names. And here we wanna visually identify the names. And for here from this list, the block box caught my eye right away. I see it has like nice logo related to the name as well. So there's a like box there, and let's open it up.
All right. Yeah, let's take a closer look. So tell us about some of the stuff we're seeing here on the top before we even get to the chart. Now, what's all this alpha metric stuff? And is this in the past day or is it a longer time period?
Good question. So if you're a pro plan user, you have ability to change those time frames here and go into the nitty gritty, into the 1 hourly, or if you want, you can go daily and etc. Since this is super new coin, we are just going to see what has been happening in 1 hour. So we have one experienced net buyer and actually $700 of buy pressure. And let's see, last 12 hours, it's minus $34 of buy pressure. And it makes excellent sense, because if you
So
look
what
at
this
the
looks
chart,
like though, over the course of the past 12 hours is that we're increasing in buyers and holders, but then some of those holders are actually adding liquidity as well. But then since we have negative buy pressure, we must have some big sellers selling against the buy pressure as well. Is that how you would interpret this, or are you seeing something different?
yeah, as you see, we have holders. So what we can see is that some smaller buyers are coming in, and bigger whales, couple of them have been exiting or just selling maybe their initial position or taking profit, because as we see, it's been sideways mainly, but the action started down here with the most of volume. So I think some people from here have been taking profits already. Yeah. So when we take a look at the chart, this is the first steps that we take when we evaluate tokens. We don't even go into the white paper tokenomics. We take those first steps to just understand, is it worth our effort to save this coin, or set up alerts. And just looking at the price action, it gives you this nice uh, view what's going on. And the best thing about this coin, the price action looks generic, and in this case, generic is good. It
Now,
means
if
there's
you
no
were going
like
to act on this coin,
manipulation. Yeah.
Coke, if you were going to act on this coin, and let's say, because it sounds like, I mean, granted, it's a very new asset, but just looking at the chart and, I mean, security score is now the advanced security score of 1 is scaring me. We haven't talked about that yet, but let's pretend we had a little bit better advanced security score than that. What kind of chart movement would you be looking for in order to signal, at least based on your strategy, a good entry point? Or does it work differently than that? How would you know based on this when to buy if it was something you wanted to buy? And I'll explain in a minute why it might not be, but I am
Oh,
curious.
you're putting me on a spot. So since this is a super new coin, it's really hard to tell when to buy. And actually, I would consider buying if I know more about this coin. But let's see. Let's assume it's a good project. So we can see there's a nicely defined range. So somewhere down in the range where the price at the moment is, it's not the worst place to jump in. But yeah, I would not do with this little info that we have. So we should actually dive deeper and scroll deeper and see what's going on. And if you scroll down, we have all those security details in front of us. So we can see what's going on with the security. And as you Phil mentioned, we have security. Our security score is quite harsh. It's 1. And when we scroll down, it looks like more or less there's a reason for that. So trading cooldown. If we're going to if and this again, it's those now it's not that visual, but going through the token contract settings is also part of the initial vetting process. And usually what you want to see is all green check marks. It means that token contract has been set up to like it's supposed to industry standards. But here we can see already some red flags that trading cooldown is on, and it's not a good thing to have on. It may stop people from generic or organic trading, and you may find yourself in sticky situation where you cannot sell your tokens because the cooldown has applied on you.
So it sounds
Uh,
like there is, with this particular token, a risk that the contract itself may have been set up in a way to keep people from selling. I'm also noticing a relatively large buy and sell tax, almost 10% between the two. And I'm also seeing that slippage mod. The combination of these things, folks, can make it so that while it seems like you can just buy this asset easily on chain and then sell it whenever you want, in reality, the asset itself is enforcing a pause period after it's moved, where it can't be moved again for any reason until, or at least can't be traded until a certain number of blocks have gone by. And that can cause a real issue if the price is crashing while you're in the middle of a cool down event. Back to you on that, Coke.
yeah, and I guess with this coin, this is the first place where we find out that we have some red flags uh, past the price and naming and stuff like that. So, but it's there sometimes, for example, having mintable enabled is actually part of this part of the function of the token actually. So you should not always be scared of those settings, but in the future when you start going deeper dive into the token, you should keep all those settings in mind and figure out are they part of some kind of function that's needed for this project to operate, or it is like red flag and nobody is addressing, for example, why mintable or some other settings is enabled. And yeah, let's scroll lower, and here we have more info about this token courtesy of bubble charts. And what we can see, one big wallet of 15%, but up here I noticed that creator percentage, so that basically the owner of the token has almost 15%. So most likely this wallet belongs to the owners. And the second biggest one is Uniswap. That's good. But here again, we want to visually inspect the tokens. What we don't want to see is big clusters of wallets. So
So that's kind of
those
bad there. Like typically we wouldn't want that.
exactly, that's what we don't want. We don't want big clusters because it may indicate that they're trying to hide how many tokens they have, or we don't want to see like single or a couple of really big bubbles. But again, we have to look into the tokenomics maybe to figure out why those wallets are like they are. But with this wallet, we know why it is. And the other ones, actually, when we scroll down, we see sub 1% wallet. So it's not terrible. I've seen worse. And yeah, and of course some generic info down here as well. So in the first glance, we cannot conclude anything concrete. So we should go deeper to understand what is this token about. This token is about. But since the first episode, we are more about this uh, tables and how to use it. We will not go into the specifics of this token. But if you like something, make sure to save the token so you don't forget about it, and you can come back later days and continue your research. And if you want to access your saved tokens, you can click up here and then click there so you can save the token for your liking. And also make sure to use and create alerts. Maybe you want to see price move. Maybe you want to see that experienced net buyers are coming in. So this can happen before price is pumping. So yeah, there's different ways to alert yourself as well. And you have different time frames to use, and use greater or less than, etc. And also you have ability to name your alert as well. But let's
Perfect. Perfect.
close down this here at the moment. And yeah, as I mentioned, you have all those different metrics here that you can sort by. For example, if you want to see what token has the least fully diluted valuation or the highest fully diluted valuation, you can do this. And using custom columns, you can hide or showcase your favorite settings and customize specifically for your liking. And if you're done with this kind of token strategy, so this is a basic strategy that you will come in every morning and check, sort by, for example, net experienced buyers or buy pressure, as I showed you before. And you can save the strategy as well. So every morning you can just come in and click on the save strategy, so you don't have to fill in the form as well. And usually what you should do is just type in, for example, new coin. So new coin, so it means what kind of strategy it is. And I like to describe the settings as well. So coin H 2 and text score 1. So this is nice way when you have bunch of lists, you have developed lots of strategies, you can fastly identify which strategy is which, and you can click on it and see it fast.
So at this point, guys, we're running low on time. We're going to do these streams each month, but they're only going to be 30 minutes long. And each time we're going to get a little bit more advanced and a little bit more into strategy. And finally, we're going to give you guys a little bit of optional homework at the end of each one. So your homework for this one is to explore those token explorer categories. And I want each of us to pick 2 or 3 that are our favorite starting categories. This could be based on your own risk profile, the types of coins that you're most interested in, or any number of different factors. At the end of the day, it's all about making Moralis Money your own and figuring out how you can use the most advanced tools in the industry to give you the edge that you need going into this next bull cycle. That's what both Coke and I are looking to do. And this stream is all about getting you guys to the same level so you can go on that journey with us. That said, feel free to reach out to either of us in the Discord if you're already a Moralis Money Pro member. And if you're not, I've got a special link for you down below where you can try out the starter plan and see all of those tools live before you go any further. That said, I'm going to hand it over to Coke to close us out here with any final statements that he may have for you guys. Take it away, sir.
I will have the last tip for you guys. So as I mentioned, this is the baby steps. You will starting to learn how to use this tool. But if you feel that you have checked out all the new coins, promising coins of today, and it's not enough for you, you can actually have here and come use those pre-made strategies on the Moralis uh, website. And let me see. Yeah, exactly. So it will list coins with more than 10k by pressure per month, and there is a couple of more. So if you feel like you don't want to build your own, you just want to see what's going on, make sure to check out those 3 strategies here and find some new coins.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Coke, for taking us through that tutorial today. And thank you to every single one of you for joining. We're going to link some additional videos following this stream so you can go a little further on those alerts and things like that. And we'll see every single one of you next month for another edition of Looking at Tokens Live using Moralis Money. See you guys then and have a great day.
Thank you, guys. See you next time.